All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back to Average Takes. Holy
Wow.
shnikes, I haven't said that in a long time.
Are we really here? Are we really here? Somebody pinch me.
Welcome back, Trevor.
No.
How you doing, buddy?
What's going on? How's everything?
Well, if you can't tell, we're in a completely new studio, revamped. It kind of looks the same, but different. Same, but you're seeing a lot of the same things in different places.
Correct.
It's Studio 1.5.
I think this is like Studio
2.
3.0.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
No, it's like 2.5.
Well, we started out of all of our own bedrooms.
Yeah,
So that could be 0.5
sure.
because you're throwing a 1.5 in there.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry. Been a minute.
oh, brother.
And
Then we moved into the actual podcast studio.
Yep.
then we went to the
And then it's this.
motorhome.
Then we went to the motorhome.
Oh, yeah.
Does that make it another 0.5?
No, we didn't move properties, so
No, we didn't move property. We lied. We told everyone we were in Arizona for betting purposes.
I think that's
Oh,
a
yeah,
point.
we
I think that's a
did-
0.5.
That is a 0.5. That has to be a 1 then because we moved states.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we moved into a
That's
whole.
1.5.
I mean, you guys did a podcast by yourselves
In Arizona.
Arizona,
We did.
and I was in Mexico.
Yeah. Yeah, all
Then I did a
timer.
podcast by myself in Arizona.
So you almost died.
I
that
almost
night.
died that night. Coyote almost ate me.
Oh yeah, there's been
Sad.
a lot of homes for Average Sakes, but this is the next.
Yep.
We won't say it's the final. 'cause
I
who
will
knows?
never say it's the final. We could be in a goddamn
A bus.
No.
dude perfect. No, I was thinking dude perfect style warehouse.
Factory.
A factory.
Okay.
The Rob Dyrdek Fantasy Factory.
Fantasy
And I
Factory.
still wouldn't say we were done.
Wow.
Will we ever get there?
To the moon.
Who
Who
knows?
knows?
Average takes to the moon.
But Average Sakes is back. It has been 6 months since our last upload, damn near.
Wow.
We're back.
A lot of things happen. You see, we're in a whole new studio.
Padres lost some guys, gained some guys.
Padres lost some guys, gained some guys. Padres lost in the playoffs. Dodgers won the World Series.
That was all within
Did
6
we miss
months.
all that?
I'm not too sure. The Chiefs went back for an opportunity at a three-peat, loss to the Eagles. Yeah, Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl. We talked about that before. That's why we skipped all of that. Like this
Yeah.
football season, we saw beforehand. We said, man, we've seen this outcome. Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl doesn't matter.
Yep.
We're here to talk Padres exclusively.
Yep.
I think
Back to our heart, the heart and soul.
back to the heart and soul of Average Takes. I mean, we've kind of reached our boundaries a little bit, stepped out of the boundaries. I think football was a little too much, trying to do 2 a day or 2 a week football.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows where this place goes or this thing goes, but we're exclusively bringing you Padre content right now.
Boom.
We bring the boom.
Only one?
Yeah, not
That's
5
just-
big booms.
That's
Five bigger
that's
ones?
Padres exclusive. That deserves a boom.
Well, if you are here returning, thank you guys for returning listeners. If you are new, I am Bob. Next to me is Roman in the middle and Shenny on the end,
Hello.
or Trevor when I get mad.
Trevor.
Damn it, Trevor.
Are you shitting me, Trevor?
A lot of more names where that comes from.
Yep. You will see a lot of new figurines if you end up staring off in the distance. A lot of new things behind us. I think Roman knocked this guy off centric when he sat down, but we'll fix that later.
How dare that guy?
Who would do that?
But with new additions come subtractions, and in that same thing, we might have lost some things on the way, the move. So do the Padres. As over Shenny's shoulder is what I was getting to. I see a Hassan King bobblehead sitting right next to Shenny's face.
Take it down.
Oh.
His removable helmet falls at the same time as
Done.
Dude, that thing
Um,
shattered 100 pieces.
Did it?
No, that was plastic helmet. It
My
should
bad.
be fine.
That's how quick I move on to the next. You lose someone,
You
You're outta
gain
here.
someone, but
Yeah.
you also are losing. We lost quite a few guys this offseason. The Padres did. Speaking of Hassan Kim, goes to the Rays. I think he had a 2-year deal. There was no chance in the world. I think the Padres were going to match that or beat that offer. So congratulations to him for moving on. Jerkson Profar,
Yep. See ya.
one of the Average Takes favorite
deal.
players.
Sucks.
We called him Rick for I think
Work.
years. Rick Profar, he was one of our favorites. Absolutely brought a different mentality, a different mindset to each game. It could be a random Tuesday night in April or a Friday night in September. Jerkson Profar is going to be there, and he's going to bring the heat. He's going to make sure you respect him and also the team and the game of baseball. So I was a huge and am still a huge Jerkson Profar fan. Got a great deal.
3 years, right?
3 years,
Yeah.
like
He's gonna
16,
underperform his deal. I think it's 33 for 60, right? 20 a year.
something like that. Yeah,
But it's
360.
it's not 20 a year exactly. It's like 12, and then he gets a lot more on the back end.
Yeah,
Earned it,
18.
though. I mean, earned it.
Yeah, I mean
Played for cheap
he's
for
a
us and
top
did
prospect
great.
for about 10 years, and then finally had his breakout season.
It's
with
crazy
us.
how it was exclusively with the Padres.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
played his
The-
best ball with Bob Melvin's Padres, which was sucked, and then now with Mike Schultz Padres.
I mean, exclusively with the Padres. He, in the middle of the Padres stint, went to the Rockies. The Rockies is a far easier stadium per everyone in baseball
Yeah.
to hit in than Petco Park.
And he underperformed.
He got
was-
released.
He was the worst player in MLB,
Yeah.
He got released.
Sucked.
nerd wise.
Padres picked him back up, signed him to a 1-year deal, $1 million, got a nice one.
Yeah, All-Star year.
Revamped. Did we bring him on for one more 1-year deal, or was that it? It wasn't
No,
the
one for
one.
one.
It was $1 million, and then last year we re-signed him
Same thing.
One for one.
one for one again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When he first got to the Padres, it was like 2 for 20 or 3 for 20 or something like that.
Yeah. And then I don't remember his Rockies deal, but nonetheless, he signs with Atlanta. Atlanta gets a great one. He
That's
is
a great
a
one.
great, not only teammate, but
And what a
I would
team
say
to go
baseball
to.
player.
What a team to go to.
What a team. I mean,
Well,
that is
there was
always got
probably
a
a little
chance.
strategy
They always got a
behind that.
chance.
There's always, I think there's a little strategy behind it.
it's competition.
Knowing you
Yeah.
can probably face the Padres in the playoffs if he feels slighted. I don't know if he feels slighted at all or anything, but I've heard that the Padres never made an offer towards them.
That I don't think they did. They didn't have the funds to
Also,
make an offer
definitely
towards him.
felt slighted.
Because I bet you if the Padres matched that or came very close to matching that, he would have accepted that deal in a heartbeat. He loves it.
I heard we were millions of dollars off.
I don't think we even threw a boot in the chute.
Yeah, but
Boot in the shoe.
he was gonna be a tough one to bring back. He had like a career year, like we said, and usually guys like this who have a career year, it's very hard to replicate it or even get better. But some guys do it, and he's on a great team with tons of protection, so it's not like he's gonna be a superstar in Atlanta. He's probably the 4th, 6th best player.
But he's just an addition.
But he's going to do
I mean,
exactly what
yeah.
he
did on
did
our
this
team. Yeah.
past couple years with the Padres. He's going to
Yeah.
be a little bit deeper in the lineup, but a protection bat, and that's what he serves great as. He's great at working at bats and counts. That's what he's awesome at. He's awesome at getting in the heads of the opponents, pitching to be. I mean, one of the great comebacks we had this year was in that Washington series with him getting in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
He's a big part, and I think that's a huge loss for us
Big time.
overall.
Big time.
Like morale wise, stats wise, just what he does on the field.
We hope. I mean, we just as Padre fans, we kind of have to hope we don't miss him. Like other guys have stepped up where we don't really see profile.
You hope, and I mean, you kind of saw like a transition year last year where, I mean, yeah, Profar was great, but then you look to right next to him, you saw Jackson Merrill.
Yeah.
The Padres are,
Overshadowed him.
we lost Juan Soto. Padres traded Juan Soto last offseason for Michael King and a couple of young guys who we might see this season. Actually, Randy's going to be one of us in the rotation. But we were lacking a lot of great MLB teams have a three-headed monster.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just where the league is right now. You have your lineup is scary because you have three guys who you could one put anywhere throughout the order, and two in any situation of circumstance they could go yard and close that gap of a lead or take the game over.
Yeah.
Padres lacked that, and then all of a sudden, a kid who had never played the outfield,
Rookie of the year,
runner up.
No,
Runner up.
I mean, rookie of the year in our hearts and all of San Diego's hearts and all the Padre fans'
and all
hearts.
baseball's hearts.
And a lot of baseball hearts, but sometimes you don't win those awards.
Well, it's kind of hard.
It is kind of hard.
Kind of hard to play all year, especially when you have no hype around your
There's
name.
nothing he could have done more.
No.
You can't, and that's one thing that sucks.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's like, what could I have done more? Like, dude, you just had one of the best rookie seasons. And for you to never play the outfield, let alone center field, which is one of the hardest positions in baseball.
Yeah.
He did it great.
I mean, he didn't have Skeens won the College World Series, number one overall pick. There's a hype around Paul Skeens.
There was a storyline to
But is
follow
that
with
all that
Paul
what it
Skeens,
was?
and he landed.
Jackson Merrill has no one heard of him. When Preller picked him in the first round in 20,
He was a small little shortstop, skinny kid
from Maryland.
from high school.
So performance to performance.
People have heard about Paul Skeens.
The only way Skeens won is because of his name.
That's
That's what you're saying.
I would not say only reason, but performance to performance, I would say looking at both seasons, they are both absolutely phenomenal.
Yes.
But
So the only thing to put it to was Skeens' name's bigger.
yes, but he had a terrific season.
He did, but
Like for coming up
he played like
on the
15
worst
games,
team,
technically.
yeah, he didn't play the full season. That's one thing that you could contradict against him. But at the same time, why I throw contradict is because that's not his fault.
Well, I mean,
the
best
team
best
pulled him
ability
up.
is availability. So.
Oh, that's not the case in this situation. The team had held him down in the minors, and he got pulled up to the major leagues. And what he did from the day he got pulled up to the day the season ended was fantastic.
Yeah. No,
And
he's good. And
I do not have a problem with them picking Skeens.
no, but obviously we show a little bias towards Jackson Merrill.
And of course, I would show my bias for Jackson Merrill.
But I have bias for
Skeens-
Skeens too. Semi.
Skeens is the right pick.
Why?
He has a hot girlfriend.
Oh.
Skeens is the right pick, and I would say Jackson is the right pick if he won.
Yeah.
Because that's how good I can't argue for Skeens to not be the rookie of the year.
Yeah, and I mean, hopefully in about 5-10 years we look back and
go, holy shit, what an argument this started, because
Yeah.
both of these guys have been fucking fantastic.
Yeah. But most people don't remember rookie of the years, like
That is not really a stat you want to remember.
no.
There's
You want-
other things you would really like to remember.
Yeah. And
Correct.
I like when Jackson Media talks to the media.
Yeah, because that wasn't a focal point of his season at one point whatsoever.
Yeah, never.
Like,
So he says.
He's focused on winning, and I believe him. So.
I mean, I'm not going to call him a liar.
I'm not going to call him a truther either.
Well,
Another one we lost.
that's
though,
crazy.
I think this big hit is Luis. Rise. Do we lose? No, I thought we. Oh, never mind. Cut that out.
Yeah, I guess we lost him to first base because he was a second baseman. We lost him. And he's a first baseman now.
Exclusively.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying.
and Jake's
Right.
playing second now.
Yeah.
So
That's what I was
he
saying.
did. We did.
We lost the
That
second
was a
baseman to
significant
first
loss.
baseman.
I think it's a significant upgrade. To be honest, I think Jake Cronenworth is top 5 second baseman MLB.
The Cronzone.
Yep. He should have never played first.
I'm hoping he could find something.
I think he's too athletic to play first base.
I'm hoping he could find his touch back.
The numbers and analytics all look better when he's at second base. You put him at first, he's not a first base like hitter. He's good at defense, and his hitting numbers at second base are above average. So his value will technically go up.
I might just title this podcast, "Will the Padres trade Luis Arias now?" Just because of Roman.
He might be gone. We don't know.
You never know. We might wake up in the morning.
Preller's gonna fucking make a trade right after this podcast ends.
There is a very strong possibility there is a Preller trade
he went already.
by the time.
Oh, you've been hearing rumors?
Opening day.
That's why I thought he went.
Who did you hear? Who did you hear we're getting? Who did you hear we're getting?
Money.
Just money.
Money?
Yeah.
No.
Player we name later.
I'm not trading Luis Arias for money.
Nah.
It's gonna be like the Babe Ruth story all over again.
We should trade him at the deadline though, because he doesn't really.
It all depends on what we're doing.
$20 million to get singles. Just don't. I will, but I don't want to.
What if we win the World Series this year?
Let's let him go. We can be the Cubs. 2016 heroes and then gone forever.
Gone forever. Off a cliff.
Chris Bryant gone. Anthony Rizzo
Off
gone.
a cliff. I've always said that.
I don't care what. I don't care.
Immediately after.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters.
I want to go from first to worst and then get the number 1 overall pick in the draft.
I want to get that feeling again. We got to start over.
Yeah.
No, we've started over so many times.
No. If we win the World Series, fucking complete start over. I don't care.
Yeah, you can trade everyone except Tatis.
That's fine. We
and
already got
Merrill.
one. That's fine.
No, not Merrill.
Yeah.
You'd rather
trade
have Merrill over Tatis.
I will take a World Series and then trade.
That's a question.
No.
That's a
We're
question.
not going to zoom over that right now.
Well, that's a question.
Would
I
you
don't
rather have
like
Merrill
having to
or
pick.
Tatis?
I don't like having to pick.
Better yet, we got them both.
No.
Yeah, I don't like having to pick.
All right, whatever.
We got them both locked up for years.
But if you had to pick.
We got them both. We don't need to pick.
Yeah, I don't need to pick.
No, Bob. Think about it.
I don't need
got
to
them
pick.
both.
They're
Jackson Merrill's better than Julio Rodriguez.
Jackson Merrill is going to be bold prediction MVP.
Wow.
I know everyone's thinking Tatis. Everyone's calling Tatis here. Give me Merrill.
No, you know who it's going to be.
Give me Merrill.
Ohtani, Soto, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts. He'll never be a Padre.
It'll be one of them.
It couldn't be. It will never be a Padre.
We'll see.
Never.
That's unfortunate.
Seen crazier shit. There has been a Padre MVP.
Never. We'll never see a Padre.
Luis Arias will be MVP of the Padres.
We just lost him 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, what the hell
He's
happened?
back.
Okay, get right back on track.
This was about the time last year when we
Roman threw me
traded for.
so far off.
Yeah, this was about the time last year we traded for Dylan Cease, and
Yeah,
Preller has been known to make a move right before the season starts. The last 4 years,
yeah.
a decent.
So what's
move.
the move this time?
I think
Well, there's a couple guys. I'm not exactly 100% sure who all of them are, but I know a guy like Iggy Rosario out of options, and we've basically heard who has made the Padres team.
Yeah.
And he is not one of those names.
Nope.
So I could definitely see him being traded.
He get traded.
What is he worth?
I think he's too good
Well,
to
you
cut.
you throw a package deal.
Package deal?
Yeah, it's not just ever
Peralta
a
and him.
one.
Also worth a fucking bag of dicks too.
He costs a lot of money though for a bag of dicks.
I think Rosario has a lot more potential than the Padres have time for.
What does that even mean?
That means
he's
now.
not ready now.
That's a project we don't have time for. Maybe
That's like
the White
CJ
Sox
Abrams.
could give him 500
That
at
makes
bats.
sense.
It's like C.J. Abrams, James Wood.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but way later in his development and not as good.
Yeah.
Because when you're out of options, you're kind of screwed.
You are DFA'd.
You take whatever's given you.
Well, teams aren't likely going to trade for you because they know you have to cut them.
Yeah, you're gonna be gone in about 48 hours. That's
There's no reason for me to trade for a guy that I know
You're
in
not gonna be able to
24 hours. You, by law in MLB, have to put him on waivers for anybody to claim and just take.
I don't know when they make those decisions or moves, but it could be tonight, could be tomorrow morning. I don't know. Because
I
Tyler Wade's
think
gone.
official rosters has to be set like 8 a.m. Thursday morning.
8 a.m.
Yeah, I want to say it was on opening day last year that we finally got the official roster.
The last fucking second.
Yeah,
That's how it probably works. Genius.
but I mean, a lot of these guys know beforehand because they were still showing up to the last spring training game. So, a veteran, when they sign a minor league deal, gets a lot of opt outs.
Yeah.
Because if you're not pulling them up, they could opt out, become a free agent, and say, "Hey guys, I just did this. Like, who's going to sign me?"
That makes sense.
And
A
so
lot of opportunity.
a lot of opportunity in baseball. There's 3 levels, 4 levels of minor leagues before you even get to the majors.
Okay.
So a lot of opportunity. But guys like Jose Iglesias,
Padre.
he made the team. But the reason we know he made the team is because he's on basically a veteran minor league deal where the last Sunday before spring is over is the very last day to opt out. So the reason we saw Jose, we saw Maldonado,
Yuli Gurriel.
and Yuli Gurriel. There you go. It's because they would have opted out if they hadn't made the team. Is because that's just how those deals work. Is that they'd rather try to pick it, get on a team that's going to give them opportunity.
Yeah.
So the fact that they were there Monday shows that they had been informed that they had made the team.
Okay.
So then that's when you get reporters reaching out to their agents like, "Hey, I seen that he was at the game. Or at the field today? Did you hear anything? Like, why didn't he opt out? Is there any other people looking?" No, we were informed we made the team. So that's when reports start to get leaked. The Padres bench is the weakest thing they have.
Yeah, I hope we don't have to use it.
It starts with catcher. Martin Maldonado did not, in fact, bat his weight last year.
The last 4 years, I think.
But more specifically last year, I think he had a 190 or maybe a 162.
We just sent down the catcher. What's that guy's name?
Luis Campuzano.
Luis Campuzano. Sent him down.
That was our big loss. You're right. You were right.
That
Luis.
See,
That Luis is what I was talking about.
Oh,
See?
now we're putting 2 and 2 together.
Yes, I was just confused the last name.
Our big top prospect.
Finally made
Luis
back.
Campuzano. That makes sense. Wow.
My bad.
Okay, we just brought the conversation full circle back.
Full circle back. My bad.
He's been bad for years. He's been bad for years.
He has never lived up to the potential, and prospects are prospects. That's what they truly are. You never really know, because I bet you back in the day, Preller made the choice: keep Mejia or Campuzano, and I don't think Mejia is doing any much better.
No, but we let his value weed out where now he has no value.
Yes, we have wasted.
We're stuck with
the prospect level.
Yeah, we're just stuck with him.
He is no longer an asset via prospect status.
Yeah, we can't just throw him in a trade and be like, "Look at that trade. That trade was good."
Remember former top prospect.
Yeah,
Luis
he's just
Campuzano.
going to get traded now for nothing.
I think we should have kept Alfaro.
Alfaro was out of baseball last year.
I know, but he was good.
I think he actually signed a minor league deal this offseason.
Sox.
Was it the Red Sox again?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen.
Nobody likes him, so he must not be that good. But he was kind of good on the Padres, I guess.
Clutch on the
He
Padres.
had good moments. I don't know if he was technically good.
Yeah, it was clutch. He had
Clutch
clutch
moments.
There's throughout the season, you continuously watch baseball, you will find guys like this.
And that's the guy we need. We need clutch.
So you
like
fall
that.
in love with guys like that. I remember a guy like Ryan Shempf, a little ass second baseman who popped off 24 bombs for the Padres one year.
Yeah.
We signed him to a nice deal.
I love those guys.
Got hurt, never really played
again.
again.
That's why we fell in love with Kim. Kim went crazy our first year. Just a little guy.
And he didn't go crazy.
I never fell in love with him.
After that.
I'll admit it.
I fell in love with him just on name alone.
No.
Never fell in
On
love.
his performance.
Wusa Go sounded way better than him.
Wusa Go name potential
Yeah.
was literally on a prospect rating 80.
He probably got additional boosted ratings because of his name.
I so wanted him to be good.
Yeah. I don't even think he's made an MLB pitch.
I think we traded him to Miami. I think they cut him
Yeah.
back to
Korea.
No.
I let you choose.
I'm pretty sure it was in the KB.
I let you choose.
No.
I let you choose.
No.
Padres also sustained another loss. Tanner Scott. This one I think
See ya.
hurts me
Personally.
Like this one should hurt our boys personally.
It's just fuck you. That's all it is.
It's fuck you, bag chaser. I understand.
No, I have no remorse towards him. The team he's playing on is just fuck you. That's it.
I don't
Fuck you.
I don't remember who it was, but there was a player who took less money to go to the Dodgers. I want to say it was him.
It's fades on site.
He went to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Tanner Scott is the Dodgers closer
Blake
this year.
Snell.
Why are we making deals with the Dodgers? Why is fucking
We're not.
Kirby Yates.
He left. He's a free agent. Walked.
Oh,
The Dodgers signed so many guys this offseason.
so many guys.
And what the Padres do?
Zero.
Nothing.
Nothing. And we're gonna whoop
Like
their
we're
ass
on
all
this
year.
podcast trying to tell you our subtractions. We haven't got to the additions. There's about 3.
Yeah. All legends.
There's 3 that like really are meaningful.
Legends. All
We're pissed at that.
We're running last year's team back minus Profar, minus Joe Musgrove.
Yep. Plus Kyle Hart.
When does Joe come back?
Not this year. Tommy
The
John
whole
all
year
year.
gone?
Tommy
Yep.
John gone.
Him and Garrett Cole. See ya.
Are you shitting me?
Tommy John gone for season.
Yep. We're fucked.
How's you doing? He's almost
Hurt.
You's hurt right now.
Oh no.
Keep asking. How's Cease doing? Hurt.
I saw Michael King on the face of the fucking
Hurt.
picture.
He's
so
hurt now,
supposed to
too.
be good.
No,
Michael
he
King?
no.
Just-
Shenny's lying to you. Shenny's
No,
lying to you.
Michael King was on the face of the fucking plaque or the.
Isn't
the
it King
poster.
opening day starter?
Yeah.
And then Cease.
He slept on his pillow wrong though tonight, and he's not gonna be able to start.
The breaking news.
He's doing good.
Cease is doing good. Had a great last start in spring. They've been rumors having it that we're gonna trade him.
Oh my god.
But with Darvish down, there's just like no possible way we trade him. We don't have as much depth.
Who else we got? Matt Waldron.
Waldron hurt. Starting the season on the IL.
That's what I thought you said. Not Michael King. My bad.
Who else? Who else?
No, Randy Vasquez traded from the Yankees to the Padres. He will be our,
Fourth starter.
I think, game 3.
Who's
No.
closer?
Game 3
we still have
is
Fuck.
No, game 3 is TBD right
TBD.
now. Game
Still have
4
Bobby
is
fastballs.
yeah,
Bobby
but
fastballs.
we should get rid of him.
I just saw a report today that his spring training fastball was a 96.1.
Yeah. So
Good or bad?
in baseball
Very
terms,
bad.
that's called Bobby slow balls now.
Oh no.
Yeah,
And
not good.
96
at all.
96 is
Not
BP
good.
in MLB. 96 BP.
Especially when you're a one pitch closer. They said he was
Well, that's what he
experimenting
was
with.
last year. How many home runs off of him? Last
Well,
felt like a
he's-
lot of tanks off of him.
he wasn't as good as the year before.
prior.
Correct.
So
But
we need a new closer.
Estrada, we have our bullpen's probably our strongest
Yeah.
asset.
Yeah, 100%.
Really good. I
we
trust
got
the bullpen.
we got guys up and
Yeah.
down in the farm.
Wow.
I love
I love
bullpen.
the bullpen.
We have Tyler Estrada. Is that what you said?
No, that's a crazy name. I don't know how you know that name, but not Luis Campusano.
That's a catcher.
Tyrose. Not
I
a
thought you
catcher.
said that.
We have Estrada,
Oh.
Jeremiah,
And
And will be
he's
record-
dirty
15 swinging something in a row.
strikeouts.
Yeah,
All right.
beast.
I definitely think he could be the next closer.
And he's cheap.
I think Jason Adam,
Jason Adam, expensive, gone next year. or
yeah,
this
free
year.
agent this offseason.
And Morihone, really good.
Morion's
him.
been good.
More husband good.
Love him.
Fuck, he
I
feels-
thought
he's
they
been
were
on the
going to
Padres for a
experiment
while.
him as
He
a starter
has.
this year
He's been
again.
on the Padres for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he is
Probably
the
8
eldest
years.
player.
Is he good now?
I
I
think
think so.
Like, what do you mean? Is he
I
good?
feel like we say this every fucking.
He's a
spring training.
reliever, so
yeah,
it's
it's
hard
Every
to
spring
be.
training.
It's
Roy home,
it's hard to be a
Roy
good.
home,
I mean, he had a
Well,
good last year.
and then break.
He had a good season last year.
Yeah, he's not a
Pitched
starter.
twice.
No,
Well, he was really good.
he was really good last year.
All right.
We have Matt Carpenter.
No.
No way.
I think he's a coach at high school now.
He fucking batted with no gloves on. Man. That's insane.
Yeah. Bullpen's good though. Bullpen's nasty. I think he did pitch on the Padres too.
Zandy at shortstop.
Zandy is shortstop. In
Yep.
fact,
It is shortstop.
Comeback
It is
season.
shortstop.
Comeback
Jake
season.
Cronenworth, second base.
Short.
Jake
Cronenworth.
second base.
yes.
2.
Luis Arias, first base.
Yep.
Manny Machado.
Who's left in that?
Wow.
Addition number
ring a
1.
ding dinger. Another addition. Roman, you hit it on the head. Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward.
He sounds
Cardinal
like
legend. Cub
49
legend.
years old.
Astro legend.
I've heard
Jason
that name for a
Hayward
while.
is, in fact, I could pull up his age.
He's 37.
If you get
I feel like I've heard
the
that name for so many years. He's on
Yeah,
the
he-
Washington.
our
He's a
first
three-time
sponsor, San Diego Union
team's he been
Tribune,
Hmm?
has
Cubs,
all
Cardinals,
of the Padres roster,
Astros.
position previews on the sports page, baseball previews. Where did the
Yeah.
full team go?
We are not
Oh.
that old, I promise.
Jason Hayward, opening day age 35.
Yeah, 2 years off.
Damn.
He's 6'5", 240. Will make $1 million in 2025. Another bonuses can be added for $250,000. 2024 key stats, Roman, listen up. He had a 211 average,
Bad.
a
Not, can't bat his weight.
288 OBP,
Can't bat his weight.
a
Bad.
412 slug, 10 homers, 37 RBIs, 33 runs,
37?
22 walks, 53 strikeouts, 5 steals in 87 games, 258 plate appearances.
And a World Series
Bad.
ring.
Ship him. No way.
Yep.
Was in fact a part of the Dodgers
Was it
organization
fact?
the last couple
Why is he
seasons.
gonna do anything for us?
He's
What
gonna
will
give us
Jason Hayward
insight.
do in 2025?
The trade is here soon.
What did you just say? 211, 10 bombs, 30. I'll go 209, 8 bombs, 32 RBIs,
Yeah.
25 walks. His walks are going to go up by about
Yeah,
3.
by 3. Yep.
How many games played?
He said 87. Let's go
75.
69. 69.
69 is in fact the number of games that Nelson Cruz played for the
See,
Padres.
69 days where I think you can cut this. Cut the
Over
guys.
under 69. I saw that someone tweet that on
Over.
Twitter. Over under 69. That's
Over.
why how I knew all those stats.
Over.
I'm hammering.
You're hammering 69.
Tie, 69 tie.
No.
Yeah.
You're taking 69.5.
69th day of the season is when you can cut someone with guys who I don't know what it is, but there's a rule why that's the date.
So
It's like after June 1st.
yeah,
Shit.
yeah. See, yeah. I don't know how long he'll last. Oscar Gonzalez, who
Well, what's gonna suck is the guys you're naming. They're gonna go rake in AAA because their AAA is a fucking
And
hitting
opt out.
pad. Yeah,
and opt out.
they're gonna be hitting 350 for the first month. Look what I did.
And then
Oh, look what I can do.
Yeah, Connor Joe will stay, but
Look what I can do.
Oscar Gonzalez, yes,
Oscar Gonzalez had a great spring.
he had a good spring last year too. I think
I don't know.
the
No,
bad thing about having a good spring is it's kind of a lose-lose in a sense where you have a good spring, your numbers look good, but then the argument is you played A ball guys who just got drafted, 18-year-olds. You have a good spring, you're fighting for a roster spot. Oh, you have options, so we can send you down.
Mhm.
There's spring training is a lose-lose for kind of these type of players. And I don't look into spring training at all. I don't care if you have a good spring training. I don't care if you have shitty spring training. Once the season starts, that's when I start judging.
That's why
I look
that's
into
how you
spring
get
training.
Your looks. That's how you get your looks. If you do bad in spring training, you're not going to see the field at all.
you have to look at underlying stats of spring training, like hard hit balls
Some
and
guys
the swing
can
speeds.
have shitty things, but they're working on something, and then all of a sudden they find it or they go back to what they're not working on, and then it clicks for them. So
That's what Gavin Sheets ended up doing this spring. He said him and the Padres staff made a couple swing changes, and then he had a great spring.
yeah, when you see the ball well, you're seeing the ball well.
You have Gavin Sheets on our team.
Yep,
Gavin
beast.
Sheets has in fact made the major league team, has been contract purchase. He
Long-time
is
listeners,
a major leaguer.
Been one of my favorite players for like 2 years.
This has been one of Shenny's players that he wanted Preller to go out and get. And then the White Sox released him at the end of the last season.
Yeah.
So you think he produces for our team?
I think I'm AJ Preller.
Okay.
I'm the puppet controller.
If
And what about
Gavin
Connor?
Sheets has a great year, we have to say great call, Shenny. Because Shenny's been in my ear about Gavin Sheets.
I don't know why I love this is my type of guy.
Middle of the offseason, I would just pull up who is the remaining free agents and name guys, and Shenny goes, the only name I like here, Gavin Sheets.
Gavin
I
Sheets.
think I have
And
heard
then
you say that name.
instantly, as soon as he signed, I was like, no fucking way. Shenny's going to be right all along. Gavin Sheets had a great spring. Padres are going to make Sheets fucking.
Left-handed bat, tools, country
I think
boy.
he's going to play a good percentage of the time this season.
Sometimes all it takes is just a change of scenery. Someone sees something a little differently, and it works for you, and you're like, "Holy shit! Why have you been here my whole life?"
And Schilt trusts his guys.
Yeah.
You saw Tony La Russa came out, vouched for Sheets, says you could win with that kid. Like, he is a winner.
And he probably beat some ass. He's like 6'5", 250.
Yeah,
Is he?
he's a big boy. Big boy.
He looks
Coming
like
from-
Luke Voigt, but he makes Luke Voigt look like small.
Where does he play?
Outfield, he's a
Throwing things
DH.
over here.
He's a DH.
yeah, he's a hitter. That's what I call him, a hitter. He's a banger. He bangs.
Should be good.
So he's our starting DH. Is what you're saying?
We don't
Um,
know yet because
I don't think he'll be starting versus left-handed pitching for a little bit.
yeah,
And with that being said, the Padres face Chris Sale game
Chris Sale.
1.
and that's an easy Padres money line, if I'm my opinion. Chris Sale coming off NL Cy Young, probably the best year of his career.
Chris
There's no
Sale,
way he's going to continue that momentum into this year.
don't forget, Chris Sale also was hurt and was not able to play in the opening round of the playoffs versus the Padres last season.
Yeah,
That's a big
He
one.
wants revenge. Is what
we
about saying.
fucked them. We fucked on the Braves last year.
Yeah,
Whoa,
fucked them.
we beat the Braves. That
We
was
belt to ass then.
yeah. That it was belt to ass.
Belt to ass. Just
They're coming with a little bit of spice.
Yeah, they might be a little angry and Profar in their lineup.
yeah, the lineup looks good, but guess what? This is San Diego. We belt to ass again.
Talking about lineups, let's go through it.
You walk into my trap, you don't take over nothing.
I think the lineup looks very similar to last year, but with some slight changes. Like you will see Arise
Number 1.
batting leadoff,
Rise.
Okay.
It should go Arise.
Number 2.
Fernando
Tatis.
Tatis,
Number 3.
Jackson Merrill.
That is our first change.
Whoa,
That is our
expecting
first
Machado. I was
change.
expecting the Machado. in.
Jackson Merrill, you slide into the 3 spot
Okay.
in front of Manny Machado, behind Fernando Tatis, lefty, righty, lefty, righty. That is a 4 banger.
Okay.
Those are
Mhm.
4 guys coming at you to start this game, and every 9 other time, not round fucking the
And then right
ring.
after Manny is Xander.
And you got Xander, who we are expecting to
He's
have
a rough spot in number
a
5.
very
He's
comeback
not top
season.
3. He's not good.
Well, there
Yeah,
might be a
weird.
spot in
Correct.
this.
I can see how you can think that because
Correct.
that's probably a somewhat true.
Doesn't perform unless.
I bet you there's stats behind that because he's used to where he came from, Boston Red Sox, where
Right.
he was
Right.
one of their guys.
And I'm pretty sure right when he came over, when he first came over, he was down in the lineup and he was not doing well.
The thing he should think
I don't
about
think
is
he ever moves his boy up past 4 unless it's a Manny off day.
well, I wouldn't mind having Arias hit 5th and Xander can hit leadoff, but the contact ability of Arias it's too good, and Xander can get more RBI opportunities hitting 5th.
You don't
If
think Xander and Jackson.
Luis
fit?
Arias always
No.
starts the seasons off awesome. So if he's going to be batting a 400 clip for like 2 months, watch.
I know, but if the first 4 guys do what they're supposed to do, and Arias comes in 5th and he's on fire, that's a lot of RBIs. I don't care base hits, doubles. That's a lot of RBIs.
No, you're hoping that Arias gets a leadoff single and Tatis fucking doubles 2 guys on.
that would be ideal. Correct.
You know, like you're kind of hoping that by the time we get to the 5th, she's clear. There's one guy on maybe.
So Xander lead off again.
Yeah, you know, like
Oh, I
you're
like that. I
But the
like
5 hole is semi-important.
Well, I'm really hoping Ben Sheets carries this over.
Ben Sheets, really.
Or-
Milwaukee Brewers pitcher.
We're just
Roman has never heard of that name.
No, never
we're just-
never in my life.
you get talking and names roll off the tongue. This is the first podcast back in 6 months.
So Ben
right?
Sheets at 5, Xander at 6.
Not Ben Cheese, Gavin
No,
Cheese.
I mean,
Gavin
yes,
Sheets.
that would be
Gavin
ideal for the lefty righty, but I think Xander's gonna have a good year. 280 plus average.
What if I don't? I don't think Xander fits in our park.
Yeah,
His swing.
I think he's got one more in him. This is it.
Or he's gone.
He's not gone, but
Gone halfway through the year.
we just will never be able to see an elite Xander Bogaerts ever again.
No, he's getting up
That's
there in
bullshit.
age. He
He
plays.
goes to the
He
Dodgers
plays.
after us and goes ham watch.
He can't. We signed him for
No, we signed
10
him
more
to an
years.
11-year deal. Yeah, he's got 9 left.
And he would never make the amount of money he's making here anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be around for a while, but he plays one of the more difficult positions in the league.
Did it before.
But I think having an
Yeah,
off
but when
season,
once you get older,
baseball
you
players
fall off a
are
cliff.
they're creatures of comfortability, like creatures of habit. So him not saying it should have affected him at all, but him going to second in spring training, they kind of notified him.
Everything was whack last year. They did everything late.
Yeah.
They
This
told
year he
Jackson
had-
he was playing center after he practiced right or left all offseason.
All off season.
Of day 2, they go, "Hey, try out center."
Yeah.
The hell? Hey, Xander, day 1, you're our second baseman. Hassan Kim is our shortstop. I don't understand why we did any of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand Jackson because you really needed a center fielder. We couldn't go get one. We didn't have
Pick the Grish.
the capability. We traded Grisham.
With the swap in the middle.
Traded
But the
Grisham,
swap in
best
the middle-
trade ever.
Didn't make sense to me at all last year because Kim was going into a contract year.
And
Like
did
you
good
had
at
to think
second
he
He
was
would
gonna
get-
walk.
base. And did good at second base the year before.
Yeah, but you don't get as much money as a second baseman as you would as a shortstop.
But are we doing Kim a
So what
favor
were-
or
yeah,
looking
what-
at the overall best of the
no,
club?
no, I agree. We shouldn't be.
Because
doing
that to
Kim a
me
favor.
looks more like a Kim favor.
Kim's defensive.
Like, hey, if Kim went to them and said, "Hey, I'm not going to resign. You guys aren't using me as my position."
Yeah,
Is it
you-
Kim
you
a
play
favor
him.
or
I
trade bait?
understand that,
Kim a
but
favor or trade bait?
Well, we didn't trade him, so he was nothing.
yeah, he walked.
True.
But
But I just never understood that last year.
Well, he didn't perform.
coming off
so
the
maybe
defensive
that's why it
season
didn't
that
work.
Hassan
he,
Kim
he
had,
ended up getting hurt, and then Xander
Maybe
went
that's why
back.
that idea didn't work. But before he got hurt, they were expecting him to perform well at shortstop so that they could trade him.
maybe I don't remember when he got hurt, but he was never going to get traded.
I don't. I mean, you.
It
At
all
that
kinda
point,
works
you
out.
really hope that someone shortstop went down who's a contender that you could flip them,
Yeah,
because then that's when they'll pay good money for a. So I mean, I can
don't know
see
what it
where
was,
Preller was
but-
looking at, but
Xander Bogaerts is a shortstop, and so I think having an off season where he's full focused on that, he said, and I don't know when to believe when people say this because every fucking athlete says this, but he's in the best shape of his life.
he said he ran his ass off. He said he ran until he couldn't stop running anymore. He just
Yeah.
he like marathoned it.
He lost like
Does he look
15
skinny?
pounds. Yeah, he's skinnier for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really hope he does have a good season because we need it. The Padres need him to be the Xander Bogaerts that we
Yeah,
all.
he's a doubles machine.
have
And
seen.
how's his wrist or shoulder or whatever that's?
It's been both back to back years.
We don't know. I don't know.
He had
Probably
surgery
gonna
on.
flare
It's
up.
supposed to be good,
Probably gonna flare up soon.
but yeah, I saw a brace on Dan camp. So
That's terrible.
I don't know if that's just a precautionary brace now that he wears every day or
Yeah,
what. But
he should link with Evo Shield or something. And just have you to
Just have-
cast something that keeps your wrist in that position where when you hit the ball, your wrist doesn't move.
All right, so we're at number 7.
so Shinny only said that Hayward's going to play for 87
I
games or
said
something.
69.
69 games, whatever. Who else plays left?
But you can put anyone out there, I guess. UG,
Well, I mean, we'll get.
Lockridge.
I guess we can get back to that when we finish the lineup now.
I mean, opening day will probably be Hayward because no other left fielders, I feel like, on the roster.
No, and unless they're scared of all the lefties and you start Lockridge.
Sheets can play outfield too, though.
I don't think we
not
saw a
good.
lick of it in spring.
Not good, but he can play outfield first base.
I know, but I just don't think we saw during spring. Usually, if you play it during, or if the team imagines using you out there at any point, you would see them in one spring training game out there.
Yeah, I don't know where he's practicing. Maybe first base. I don't really know. But
yeah, he was playing most first base DH all spring.
Yeah, I mean that's what he is, I think. But he can play outfield.
He could be a placeholder out there
for a game for 9 innings. For sure, I'll trust him.
for sure. But if you tell me we need a long term,
I'm not thinking long term. I'm thinking 162 games.
I'm thinking, hey, someone just got tossed, arguing balls and strikes.
Yeah,
Sheetsy finish the game out.
Can anybody play outfield?
Right.
Joe Musgrove runs out there.
Well, we've seen him.
Yeah.
In the extra innings.
Left fielder.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Boy, that'd be sick.
Luis Reyes can play out there. He's played there.
Yuck. No.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's.
I'm surprised we never saw Jake try it. I mean, he's worked every infield spot.
What
so.
about Wade? Wade's there, anything?
Tyler Wade,
He'll play
I think,
outfield.
has
Tyler Wade.
officially lost the
I think he's
Padres
retiring.
bench spot.
Or he's going to be an Angel again. One of the
You
two.
never know. A team could take a waiver on him, or he could accept the AAA and hang out with those guys. Because I mean, he is a huge fan of the ball club. Like he is one of those atmosphere guys. He is a huge team morale guy.
Yeah.
Like he might not be the greatest on field, but he was a huge team morale guy. So I mean, he could take the outright option.
Could
Take the
I'm sure he would.
AAA rehab.
Still gotta get
assignment,
paid, right?
basically. Still got to get paid.
Yeah.
You don't want to retire.
No.
If the Padres offer it, I bet you he takes it.
He got signed like $1 million. He's got $1 million just to play AAA. I'm sure he'll do it.
Yeah,
One more year.
100%.
One more year.
100%.
might as well.
I got one more in me.
Yeah.
But we did leave off on Xander Bogaerts on the 5. Going to 6 is that's where you put Sheets at in an everyday lineup DH.
Cronenworth.
Oh, 6 is Cronenworth.
This
Yeah.
is Crony. I thought 8 would be Crony.
7 is Sheets.
Yeah. 8 is Diaz. 9 can be Hayward, Lockridge.
Elias Diaz?
Yeah, Roman Diaz.
I don't like Jake that high. I want him to start lower.
That's what I
I
was
think
thinking.
I think if
Jake, that's way too
I think
high
that's
for Jake.
good for
He's
him.
8-9, I think.
No,
I mean,
I
no,
don't
I
think. I don't think he. I don't think he gets. We get what's worth out of him at 8-9.
at 6 though,
Yeah, 6. I think is a great spot for him.
6, 7 all year
Second
long.
3 hole.
6, 7. He flirts
Yeah.
up and down. 6, 7, 6, 7.
7, I think, is perfect for Sheets if he's going to be in the lineup. But I don't like the lefty
I
Hayward.
mean, who's our DH game
Sheets.
1 if Sheets? He's the lefty though.
Probably Diaz. They'll do catcher.
Chilt does not run double catcher.
Yeah, I don't ever do that either. But that's an option. I mean, you can put Lockridge there, but then you waste
And then you get rid of your
pinch runner in the
Yeah.
ninth inning. So he probably will, but he's gonna look ugly, and then the fans are gonna hate him. The Twitter fucking stews. Oh my god,
because I don't
Gavin
think.
Sheets is over four strikeouts against the reigning Cy Young.
Oh, it's Yuli. Duh, I'm an idiot. Yuli Guerrero.
his name doesn't register in my brain yet.
It should because he is making the roster, folks. As much as it pains a lot of
First baseman?
Padre fans, first
3-time
baseman,
World Series champion, 2-time or something like that.
World Series champion, the guy who made that face at you, Darvish.
If he's gonna play for
You don't have to say that.
Well, it was a topic this offseason.
But
They talked about
we're
it.
over it. You's over it. He told me,
Yeah, he said it. He will be DH, I think, versus lefties.
and I don't think he's good. So
I don't think he's good either. Over under
2-time, he got
69
carried
games.
by the Astros. He
Over
cheated
under
too.
69
Cheated
games.
too.
Yeah.
He's a part of the fucking trash.
He
can.
it wasn't technically a part of the trash can, I guess, but he came in 2018. Crazy coincidence, rookie year.
A couple of
He's old
years
Cuban. He's like 37 too. Old
he
Cuban.
is 40.
40.
40.
Yes,
He's 40.
he's an old Cuban.
40.
He
don't know if
debuted
he's
in
on
Why do
2018.
you want
2018.
a 40-year-old DH?
He debuted at like 31, 32.
If you would have
You got
offered
another
me,
Albert
if you
Pujols?
would have thrown him on the
What the
Padres
fuck?
in like 2021, I would have been hyped. 2022, but
Martin Maldonado probably is the reason why we signed him. He was on the Astros too.
I don't think he made the cut on here.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
He was on the Astros with Gurriel.
Did he make the cut on our team?
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So we have Elias Diaz, Martin Maldonado, Luis Campuzano, and
No,
No,
Campuzano got
Campuzano.
sent down.
He's in AAA. He's our Austin Hedges, technically.
Juan Nunez got sent back. Did you see that?
Yeah.
With a Rule 5 guy all spring.
Not good. I don't know if he's good. I didn't watch.
Wasn't good enough to make the roster.
Yeah, wasn't
Send
good
him
enough to catch my eye.
Send him back.
He was with the Orioles, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
He's
I'm not a
probably
fan
gonna
of
be
the Yuli.
an all-star this year.
Who?
He'll probably be an all-star this year.
Yuli Gurriel?
No. The guy who we sent.
Oh,
back.
guy we sent back. No. Maybe a AAA All-Star. I really hope Yuli doesn't last more than like 60 games.
69.
Well, he won't be better than Eric Hosmer. I can guarantee you that.
You were his number one fan.
Wow.
He won't be better.
He won't be.
No. So that's
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
You heard it here, bro.
Yeah, that's you guys the judge, but
What season of Hosmer?
All of
Padre
them.
only.
yeah, Padre only, all of them.
He won't have a
He won't
better
have.
season than one of Eric Hosmer's seasons.
He won't beat any statistic of Eric Hosmer's in his whole Padre career. Won't have anything higher or better.
Wow.
All right. You heard it here, folks.
Book it.
Keep your eyes and ears peeled.
Yeah, and I'm hating on a 4-year-old man. Sorry.
Wow.
Grow up.
You won't get to start over Luis. But Luis DHs.
He's playing first base.
And then Luis
He's not a DH this year. He's first baseman for the Padres.
starting
Yeah.
every day.
I thought we lost him.
His body can do that. No, we lost Luis Campuzano.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
You're back.
You're out of it for a
messed the
second.
name a little
That
bit.
tricked the
Messed
brain.
up the names. My bad.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Jason Hayward. 69 games.
I
Yuli Gurriel.
definitely see Hayward in the 9 hole. If he's anywhere,
Yeah.
where was he playing in spring? Actually,
He
now that I
was
think
8.
about it, he was 8.
In that one lineup I saw, he was 8.
And what happened to Connor Joe?
Who was 9?
AAA. 9 was
Connor Joe has a
Maldonado.
couple
Isn't that a good
options.
spring
So
9 was Maldonado.
9 was Maldonado. I don't like Maldonado. I'm gonna say it here first for
He's just
all
like
of
a
you
Yachty-
listeners
He's just like a Yachty Molina that can't hit.
that can't even do.
He's a cannon.
We need that on our team. People. to
They have
throw.
Hayward batting before Gurriel.
Hayward
Oh, you have the lineup. The lineup's out already.
No, I'm just reviewing spring,
7 through 9 is 3 outs.
and
80%
we
of the
can't
time.
have that.
No.
We can't have that.
Well, you want to put Jake there, but then that means 6 is gonna 3 out. 7's a free out.
No, because I like sheets.
Jake isn't necessarily a free out, but he can be a free out.
Can be. Last year wasn't free out.
No, wasn't
Popped up.
decent. Was better than the
Popped
year
up.
before. Was better than the year before.
Was he?
Yes.
He has like stints.
I hate that. Need a consistent.
Um,
That's the name of the game.
Need the Crows on that.
That is the name of the game.
That is the
With
name
you,
of the
Darvish,
Crows.
being sidelined to start the year, we are flirting with a rotation that I'm very scared of.
James just said he's confident in
King,
it.
Cease to start the rotation.
Uno.
Okay.
If we win 2 out of 3 games, that's all we need.
I think it's a 4-gamer to start the year, right?
2 and 2 is fine then.
And then you have Randy Vasquez. You have Kyle Hart.
Gabriel. What would you say? What's the guy's name?
Gabriel?
What's the-
Arias?
No, the Mexican guy. who's just-
Randy Vasquez.
No, the other one. The one that throws heaters, I guess.
You threw me off.
Keep going.
Jose Barrios?
keep
No,
going.
not a Padre.
Ben Sheets?
He's a fucking reliever, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably a reliever. Bobby Fastballs? Like you're talking about Suarez?
But we were trying out Stephen Kolick. He's the one who throws pretty heat, if that's who you're referring to. But I don't think he is making the starting rotation to start the year.
Shouldn't. Not that good. Had a good year. Had a good spring, but not that good.
I think he's going to end up being pretty nice. He had a decent year last year, second half.
Yeah, but everybody had a good second half in the Pods.
True, but as a reliever, it's hard to have
Oh, the
good
guy who
year.
threw 15 strikes.
Estrada.
Yeah,
Estrada. Is
he's
he a starter?
no
He's a closer.
closer.
Oh,
Reliever.
Yeah, reliever. We're hoping for him to be a closer one
Reliever.
day.
We don't know. We're gonna
I'm
have.
not hoping for him to be a starter. He does 15.
We're hoping for him to be a
fucking
closer one day. No.
Yeah, we don't need him to be a starter.
No.
No. I don't know.
Who else are we throwing in the rotation? I'm missing a guy.
Yeah, we don't know yet. Waldron was there, but you said he's hurt.
Yeah, Waldron's hurt. Where's AJ Casaville?
Oh, Maury Home.
No.
He's really good.
Yeah. I don't know who the.
Pavetta game 4. So right now it's
forgot
King.
about that's our signing.
That's another
Our
signing.
big signing. Shit.
That's our big offseason signing. Nick
Nick
Pavetta.
Pivetta?
He's
Shit. Forgot about Nicky
Red
P.
Sox starter Nick Pavetta.
Forgot about
Signed,
Nicky P.
basically a 2-year, $20 million deal. This year is a 1-year, $1 million deal. Kind of awesome. Second year is a $19 million deal. And the third year, I don't remember, but it's an opt-out clause and all sorts of things. But the big Padre signing of the offseason, Nick Pavetta.
Nick Pavetta.
Start the season
The
is supposed to be
right-handed Blake Snell.
supposed to be King, Cease, and then it was TBD, Pavetta, and then TBD.
Hart supposed to throw the 31st, whatever that is, 5th game.
Hart's going 5
Against-
slot, and
yeah,
then
against the
Vandy's going
Guardians.
3.
Yeah,
Randy Vasquez.
because we get Nick Pavetta on Sunday Night Baseball for America to see his debut.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And I can't believe we waited until like an hour into the podcast
Bring up our biggest signing.
to get into the Padres.
Yeah, that's on
biggest
us.
signing.
That's on us, listeners. That's on us.
Yep. We are new to this. Remember, 6 months off.
We forgot about him.
Nick Pavetta.
I have not. I've been watching tape, and
What a sign.
I think he's gonna have a career year this year. I truly do. I think he will have an ERA under 4, and he hasn't yet
Well,
in his bigs.
hopefully,
Really?
Pecos hopefully gonna treat him better.
Yep.
Jump up in the roto.
I think
He's
the Rotel
probably the
just
3
really,
slot.
yeah, he's a 3 slot guy.
4 is actually probably his slot. You can
'Cause
probably
you
go to
will
3.
We'll be back, and then Randy
That's
probably go
why
down.
3 is the TBD
Yeah,
because you is probably gonna be
yeah, that's
in a
you
couple
slot.
weeks.
That's you slot.
And that's a good top 4. Like TE
That's-
innings.
That's an awesome top 4. Awesome. And then you have guys who are going to battle the 5. If
'Cause-
he's not doing well, you need an innings eater.
yeah.
You know, we traded for what's his name last year, the older Martin
Homan.
Perez.
Oh yeah, Martin Perez.
We traded for
Dog.
Martin Perez 8 innings for us last year. He didn't, and he wasn't like a real high ERA guy with us.
No.
He had a really good second half where, yeah, he'd give up 3, but the Padres would figure it out sometimes. Also score 3. So it was like, hey, we're entering the 6th in a tie game. Like, you did your job.
Yeah.
And he had a couple of really solid games. Didn't make the playoff roster, unfortunately. He was used as a 5th starter innings eater guy, and he did a great job with that last year. But last year before that, we were experimenting with guys,
Yeah, and they stunk.
and that was bad. Our 5th spot for a while was a problem.
Yeah, Waldron was not good.
Waldron had days, outings,
But there was for a while there was the 5th starter was like 1 and 15.
yeah, for the Padres, the 5th starter was a problem until Martin Perez came in. So I'm going to be watching that 5th starter hard like a hawk, because
Hart.
Kyle Hart is coming over from Japan. Is supposed to have fixed his
Korea.
problem.
Is it Korea or Japan?
No, I think he was Japan. I was watching some clips. Seems to be like a full team guy. Saw him on the dugout screaming at the other team, talking shit. So really hoping he buys in. Hopefully he has a good Padre
I
career
think
and
that's
an
the
MLB
right
career.
move for the way this roster is. He has the most experience. He's pitched in the big leagues before. Not saying that Kolek and the other whoever we were just talking about haven't, but I think that's just the right move
Well,
for right
Kolek's the
now.
one who lost out. Everyone else, I mean, Waldron's hurt,
Yeah,
and then
against Waldron's hurt.
Randy Vasquez. I keep calling him Vandy.
Yeah. But yeah, Kyle Hart. I guess there's really no other choice.
We don't right now.
Yeah.
I think that Stephen Kolek looked the best, but he's also was a reliever exclusively last year. So I do think that the Padres are going to watch him. I don't know if he's on AAA or AA, but I think last year he was Rule 5, so we had to keep him.
Yeah.
And so he was really like our innings eater guy. Like he would be if it's because sometimes in baseball you have where it's a fucking 8-0 game already, you bring out the dog, innings eater.
The guinea pig, yeah.
Yeah, the guy who
don't put that guy as a dog.
Well,
Put that guy as a dog.
I would say dog as an innings eater, but I mean it doesn't really matter the stats wise because the game's already kind of blown out of proportion.
You don't really care about
Yeah,
your stats.
exactly.
Just go pitch.
Go pitch. Like that's really, and then he ended up turning it on last year.
Yeah.
Like when the beginning of the year, he was god awful,
horrible,
and he found something last year, and I think he ended up having a decent season, and he had a really good spring, and I think they want to keep him in the minors to have him stretch out a little bit.
Yeah, that's the right move.
You know, you need
a younger guy.
He's not a starter, wasn't developed as a starter, so you need to have him get innings and stretch out of games. You know, you don't want a guy who could only go 3 innings to be your 5th starter.
Correct. And the only thing
that
I see that's, I guess, a negative about that is I would like him to work with Ruben in MLB, but obviously you just can't do that. Unfortunate, but
with the position the Padres are in and wanting to win, no, we don't have that opportunity anymore. We need guys who are.
I mean, he can. Everything's over kind of Zoom. I guess he watches film of how he pitched, but
I don't want my major league instructor watching minor league games.
Yeah.
If my coach is watching tape, watch tape on the boys, the guys who are, in fact,
in
the road toe. Maybe you're gonna call them up, you know, or your guy goes down, or you know, maybe maybe you do watch his tape, but you're not breaking down film, sitting there watching his practices. You're giving him some things to work on, some highlights, and you're letting your other staff take care of it. I mean, you probably do that before you send him down.
Yeah.
You know, give him a couple pointers that he needs to work on, and then you let your other staff take care of it. You're in fact working the major league roster when it's time to play the game.
For sure. And I think it was Bob Melvin, but someone said it best. We don't have 26 guys. We use 40, 50 guys.
Yeah, Bob Melvin did say that. And I do like that thought process because someone gets hurt.
Yeah.
Every year. There are people that are needed that are never thought of being needed.
Yeah, and there's guys that get released from other teams who maybe would work good on our team.
Who was it last year that got pulled up that got traded? It was a young guy. It wasn't Jackson Wolf, but that was him a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That got put in that position. Young guy got pulled up, got a little rocked early, and got traded.
Yeah, and then we got him back.
Yeah, I got Wolf back, but the other guy we traded, I can't remember who it was last year. It was a young guy.
Year?
Yeah, he
so
came
the Marlins for Hoeing, that deal.
Was it? I just can't remember what his name was. Why is that blanking to me?
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. I'm trying to think who was young. First thought was like Alec Jacob, but I think he's on our team still.
Yep. He's
Alec Jacob, huh?
Yeah, I think he made the
He's a reliever, and he is actually making the roster. Yeah, he's
funky. Those sidearm. Yeah, underarm. Does that. I'm trying to think who could have been. Oh, wasn't it early in the season when we had Paulie and that guy? Snelling? Are you thinking of Snelling?
Was it Snelling? We didn't pull him up.
You didn't pull him up, but
no, we pulled him up early and then traded him. I can't remember who it was though.
I mean, Snelling did get traded.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't
Good
really
question,
matter.
No, answer the trivia question right.
Yeah, who's the Padres' fifth starter last
There
year?
was like 800 of them.
Yeah, I know, but can you name all 800?
I don't remember. Once a guy leaves the organization, he's out the window for me. I don't remember his name except Ryan Weathers.
Ryan Weathers.
Yeah, Ryan Weathers.
Was on the pod. How's he
Dog.
doing?
Dog.
Love
Number
Ryan
2
Weathers.
starter.
We'll forever love
Where?
Ryan Weathers.
Miami. Miami.
Really?
Yep.
I can't find him.
Can't find him.
Adam Mazer.
Mazer.
That was his name.
You just
Wow.
found him just like that?
He was in that trade, wasn't he? Or no, he's on the Indians now, or the Guardians. Sorry.
Let me try to find what he's doing now.
I think he was in that trade for Tanner Scott. Could be wrong, but also think he was on the Guardians for some reason.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
So yeah, it must have been the Scott deal. So yeah, he didn't have a great time as our fifth starter.
Nope.
I'm glad I figured that one out.
I think I went to a game and he's on a Sunday and he started and he got fucking shell shocked.
Really?
It was like 8-0.
Oh, that
early.
always hurts. Another shout out to the guys who are no longer Padres who had good years last year. Kyle Higashioka, that one hurts. Donovan Solano, love Donnie Barrels. And then we also didn't re-sign David Peralta, who had a pretty decent year last year.
Higashioka hurts. That one hurts.
See ya.
Higashioka
They had career years here.
Yeah.
I don't expect them to do that again or even better.
They usually don't.
Yeah.
Like, what did Gary Sanchez do last year?
Doo-doo.
Nothing. What did he do with the Padres? He had 20
Bombs.
homers in like a month.
10 games. That's like my road show guy. Fucking rakes.
Fucking rakes.
So yeah, so far, Juan Nunez was returned. Ron Marciano was sent down. Stephen Kolk sent down. Connor Joe sent down. Luis Campuzano sent down. Tirso Ornelas sent down. Mason McCoy sent down.
Our AAA team's kind of nasty.
Gavin Sheets selected contract from minor, so he has made the roster. You have Luis Rice, Fernando Tatis, Jackson Morel, Manny Machado, Jake Cronenworth, Xander Bogaerts, Gavin Sheets, Jason Hayward, Elias Diaz. Your bench looks like Martin Maldonado, Yuli Gurriel, Jose Iglesias, Brandon Lockridge. Your starting rotation so far,
Fast.
Lockridge very fast. Michael King, Dylan Cease, Kyle Hart, Pavetta, Vasquez.
Pavetta, we'll never forget his name, never.
Swap Hart and Vasquez per Trevor. Then you have your closer Suarez. You have your two setup guys, Jason Adam, Jeremiah Estrada. You have your Adrian Morejon, Yuki Matsui, Alec Jacob, Wani Peralta, and then you have Logan Gillespie.
Fucking dog.
we still on the team?
Start the year. You have Darvish, who's injured, Joe Musgrove, who you won't see this season, and Matt Waldron, who is also injured. You have Johnny Brito, Brian Hoeing, and Sean Reynolds also will all start the year on the IL. Then you also cannot forget Trevor J. Groom suspended for the first 80 games of the season for gambling on baseball.
Nice. So him and Julio Urias get the same suspension. Cool.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Gambling and domestic violence,
Beating your wife/girlfriend.
I believe, lead to the same suspension.
That's crazy.
That makes sense.
Good
Good shit, MLB.
Good shit.
Yeah. You got some prospects like Luis Campuzano in AAA.
Yeah. What is that synonym for an old prospect? Shitty?
Quadruple A.
Yeah, shitty.
Washed out.
He is not a triple A-er or he's not a major leaguer. He belongs in quadruple A.
So after hearing
He belongs in the Live League.
After hearing that roster, how many wins, how many losses?
We're winning the division.
80 wins,
Shanny's throwing out
90
We're
wins.
winning the division.
the division. You think the Dodgers just choke it? Fall asleep
I think
for a
we
little?
win. I just think we win at 162.
You think
Wow.
overall?
I think there's
Padres?
too much hype about this team being the best team ever assembled that something doesn't click.
Something doesn't feel right.
Something just doesn't click. Maybe Otani doesn't do good. That's the best part about baseball is you got to play 162 games no matter what.
It's a 162 game season. The Dodgers are already starting with Moogie Betts down 18 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird. Not too
Yeah,
sure
hard-
what's going on there.
Hard to gain the shit back during season 2.
Yeah, very.
Chris, we couldn't go every single week.
No, you're just fucking on the grind.
You're just
playing.
practicing playing.
All
sleeping.
the muscle that you built over the offseason tends to diminish.
Yeah.
as season
So you'll get fatter, then you get hurt more.
Correct.
Stuff like that happens.
And then you didn't even lose weight the good way.
Yeah, you lost in the bad way.
Yeah.
Um,
And then he maybe an oblique gets teared now,
Oh, no.
unfortunately.
Before we end this podcast, can each of you give me your team MVP and your who to watch out for this season?
Go ahead, Roman.
Team MVP, the person who Shenny thinks that I said is off the team, Luis Arias. I think his single machine is what benefits this team the most. His consistency is lights a fire to this team, and I think he wins the MVP of this team. And somebody to watch out for. I'm gonna have to say Manny Machado.
Oh yeah,
You
watch
think
out
Manny
for
Machado
Manny.
has
Watch
a
out for Manny. I think that people sleep on him every single year. They always say that he is a hot player, has hot times. Sometimes he's cold, sometimes he's hot. But I think he has a great season this year. Not a lot of hype around his name. I think that's what he likes. 35 bombs this year.
Yeah,
Look it.
hell yeah. Watch out for Manny. My turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Team MVP is gonna be Jackson Merrill, and someone to watch out for is Nick Pivetta. Jackson Merrill is gonna win team MVP because he's gonna have an even better year than he did last year. And last year was an unreal year for a rookie. Haven't seen anything like that from a young buck in San Diego since Tatis. So I think he's just gonna turn it up one more notch and get this team ready for the postseason again. Nick Pivetta, I just think something's going to click for him pitching in a pitcher's ballpark. Better defense, better team overall than he's been on in the past. Hopefully,
pitching in Petco is going to be so much different than the Green Monster in Fenway.
Yeah, and he pitched in Philly too, and the ball kind of flies there a little bit.
I love both of those.
Yeah, I think he's a ground ball strikeout guy, or he's not a ground ball guy. He's a strikeout pitcher, high walks, high strikeout. Works for me.
Mr. Bob.
My turn. Obviously, team MVP, Fernando Tatis, MVP of the year, MVP of the season. I think that's going to be a clear-cut race this year. Fernando's going to come in fully healthy, have the best season of his career that leads to the Padres what? Division
champions.
Okay, I like what Shani's thinking. I'm plugging 2 and 2 together. Fernando Tatis, division championships. You're gonna need a solid pen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Alec Jacob. Alec Jacob goes up there and throws absolute wiffle balls.
Wiffle balls.
Wiffle balls. He has
You've
a
seen him in that
weird
league?
sidearm throw. You've probably seen him if you're a Padre grinder. You watch 162. He has a couple appearances here and there. He's a grinder. He throws wacky, but it is awesome. And I think he's going to end up being, because if push comes to shove, Suarez, with the reports coming out that his fastball has dropped 2.1 since the last regular season.
Yep.
I don't think he'll be effective closer anymore.
He shouldn't be a closer. He should be a reliever.
I could see Preller having a crazy before opening day move that trades him, Iggy, and somebody else to go get somebody. But if push comes to shove, I think Alec could step into one of those late inning roles because of how wacky, weird, and frisbee like fastballs and sliders, sweepers that he throws. It's ugly junk, and he just generates so many whiffs with it.
Fuck yeah.
Love it.
He's a beast.
Need that.
Beast. Does this team win more games or less games than last year's squad?
I mean, to back up my prediction, I'd have to say more, but that's gonna be hard.
AJ Preller broke his streak of not ever winning 90. Can he win 100 with this roster where it's at right now?
Yes. I'm gonna
Yes,
say
yes. Because everyone hates it and it looks like shit, I say yes.
Yes.
Fuck it.
100
I
wins
don't
this
think
year.
so.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think the Padres have ever won 100 ever.
100 wins this
I
year.
don't think the
Book
Padres
it.
win 100.
They've won 98 twice.
Yeah.
100, book it. 100. 100.
I'll
And they led
say
the
they
league
win
one
90
time.
games, make playoffs, and it's going to be a battle again in the playoffs.
I hope we
Anything
go
happens.
162.
162 no?
No, just 162.
162.
100
Got it.
and 62.
Got it.
Yeah.
I didn't
Book it.
get it, but I got it.
Yeah, that would just be awesome. Haters can just zip. Oh, Adrian Peller can't win 90 games. Shut the fuck
Would you
up.
rather have 162 and lose the World Series or lose the championship?
No, I will be 69 and fucking 90
And win the championship.
and win the World Series. I don't care. 72 and 90. I don't care.
Deal.
That wins the division. If that gets a wild card, I don't care what record is. We're gonna be 82, 81 and 81.
As long as we win. This shit.
As long as we get in, anything can happen.
I definitely think we make playoffs. This is a playoff caliber team. Is it a World Series team? We will find out.
Yes.
Is it a deep playoff team? We will find out. It's all
Starts
gonna
on
start Thursday,
Tomorrow.
1 o'clock.
See you there.
Be there, be square. I will not be there, so I'm square.
I'll
I'm
not be
just
there either.
I'm just
square
saying.
also, but I'll be watching.
I'll be watching. Cannot wait. Love the Padres. Love you guys.
Padres
Thanks
are
for
the
listening. Anything before we get out of here? Any predictions? Anything you want to say?
Dodgers win the World Series or the Yankees.
Tatis bomb opening day.
Love you guys.